Hey man, we at C1 in today with Coach B Mill, man. We're gonna make it an ink day. Y'all see what it is today.
Hey guys, LaMarcus Bailey here. I'm down here at the Cam Newton 707 in Locust Grove, Georgia. I'm joined by a very special guest, a coach, a influencer, one of the biggest names in the Metro Atlanta area as far as football personalities, a coach, trainer, mentor, coach at Pace Academy. He's been several different places, alumni of Parkview High School. Just been all over the place as far as football, guys. We have Brian Miller, Coach Brian Miller. How you doing, Brian?
Good, bro. Can't complain. Just out here soaking up this sun today.
Yes, sir. So one of the reasons why we wanted to kind of catch up with Brian, so recently Brian was awarded one of the 30 under 30 for coaches in the state. Just one of the biggest accomplishments you can have, especially being a young coach, and especially in this state of Georgia, which is a powerhouse. All types of talent, big name coaches, trainers, all types of all types of people. So Brian, tell us a little bit about what it feels like to kind of have an honor like that.
Man, it's a blessing. I mean, it's just been a grind, man. I just realized I'm coming to year 7 of coaching. I put myself around the right people around this thing, networking wise, even coaching wise in 7-on-7, just putting yourself around the right people, going to the right camps. And I was blessed with coach some players that are pretty dang good. You feel me? Like right. I can't attest for everything. Like,
so speaking of the players, right? So some of the names, I know we got guys like Mike Matthews.
Yeah.
What are some of the other names that you know guys that came through?
You got Antonio White. You got Kobe Hilton in my first group at South Gwinnett. Actually at Oklahoma State now. He just transferred there from UTEP. Was at UTEP the last 2 years. Now he's a safety at Oklahoma State. Man, you got Jalen Crawford at Auburn now. You got a kid, Champ Baker. He's at Carson Newman balling, doing his thing. The list goes on. Nate Roberts, he's at Fort Valley State. I mean,
it's all types of guys.
Yeah, all types of guys.
So
man.
Obviously, a lot of coaches and a lot of people around the area have a lot of talent, right? They say, I know this kid, I know this kid. I produce this talent. So when it comes to spotting talent, what do you feel like kind of sets you apart or has set you apart from being able to notice a guy that's going to be a guy?
For me, being in the youth, like seeing them out here in the 7-on-7, seeing them in the parks, seeing them early, not just seeing them when I get there, starting with them early, starting with them as babies. I don't want to just get you and you already molded. Right. I mean, most of these guys, they already gifted. I mean, you're only fixing 1 or 2 things. It ain't a lot you got to fix with somebody like the Mike Matthews, the Jalen Crawfords of the world, the Terrence Curtises. Like, you ain't got to face a lot with them, man. They're guys, they're athletes. Right. It's just creating that relationship with them and having them guys go through a brick wall for you. Right. At the end of the day, if they can go through a brick wall for you, they'll do anything for you. You know
and that's the part of mentorship that we mentioned. Like you're a mentor for sure. Yep. So coming out of Parkview High School for the past few years, now at Pace Academy, you're alumni of Parkview High School.
Yep.
So what are some of the influence that you have from Parkview and kind of like as a player, being a coach? Like what kind of things that you kind of take away from that? Man,
the Parkview community is one of a kind. I mean, you just go back to the 2000s. My brother played there, man. He won 3 state championships. I'm on the sideline for all those. Like, I bleed that orange and blue. Although I'm not there, I still bleed that orange and blue. I ride with them, man. And just coming back home, when I came back home, it was just still that community. Every game is like it feels like a Saturday college football game. I think y'all been there a couple times,
different
man.
Type of atmosphere.
It's a different type of atmosphere in the Big Orange Jungle, man. Every time when the opposing team comes in and that Welcome to the Jungle comes on, it brings chills down your body. You feel me? So, like, it's just that, man. Those guys, for the most part, a lot of people think even that last class, like those guys transferred in there and all that, they didn't. Those guys, they were homegrown, they played at the park, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? They bled orange and blue. Like, that's why all these schools wanted Mike Matt. They wanted Jalen Crawford. They wanted Cortez Smith. They wanted those boys to transfer. When you bleed orange and blue, you go to Parkview. That's where you want to be. You don't leave. You go to Parkview, you don't leave Parkview. That's what it is.
Okay, so leaving Parkview, going to Pace Academy now. What do you feel like is one of the biggest differences from going from a public school? And I know there's been some rearrangements in the regions now, in the classifications. So what is going to be like one of the biggest differences from public school to private school football?
Well, for us, unfortunately, we're still in 4A, so we still get to play in that public school playoffs and everything. We ain't got to go in that private school playoffs. I think the biggest difference for me is just, man, my first day walking in the weight room at Pace, it's 20 guys. I'm used to walking in the weight room,
that's a lot more.
90 guys, 75 guys. You know what I'm saying? It's adjusting and figuring out how can I work these groups in different phases. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we're not gonna have everybody in the weight room, but at the end of the day, it's still a team. We still got to get team camaraderie. So now, I mean, all the sports are, so in the spring, it's really like you got guys in track, we got guys in baseball, we got guys in basketball, so that's why our numbers are so low. So now it's picking back up. We got, our max is, I think, 40, 45 guys on the team. So we on average about 40 guys in the weight room a day, and now we getting after it right now, man. I think it's really something special cooking over there. We're gonna be young, but we got something special cooking, and it's gonna be something to watch. We're gonna put the city on notice since we gotta play the city. That's what we're gonna do.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So being the fact that you're going into year 7,
yeah,
and you have a lot of influence, a lot of network ability right now.
Yeah.
What do you feel like is one of the areas that you can feel like you continue to grow as a coach?
Man, on the field, really. I mean, I think I can always grow on the field, man, in my X's and O's. I feel like there's always growth within that. The game's always changing, it's always evolving. The game when just in 2013, it's not the game that it is in 2024. The game that it was in 2020, it's not the game that it is in 2024. So, man, I just keep evolving, keep learning, get on the board with coaches when they come for recruiting. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why I love this recruiting thing the most. Like, people think I do recruiting and trying to get kids offers and all that, but like when these coaches come in, man, I'm getting on the board with them. I'm learning. I'm soaking their knowledge. Like, man, how do y'all run this 2 read? How do y'all run Liz Rip? You know what I'm saying? What stunts y'all using on third down to counter the secondary? Because at the end of the day, your D line is everything to your secondary. Right. So I mean, it's always learning. It's always growth. That's my thing. I think I can always grow in the XOs, grow in how to develop my players. I think the personality part, the recruiting part, I think that's the easy part for me. I can talk all day. So it's like, that's easy for me. It's growing on the field, man. So I think that's the main part.
Okay, let's switch it up a little bit. So, new era of recruiting,
yep.
College football, transfer portal.
Yep.
What's your opinion on the transfer portal?
Man, you better go with who loved you the first time. Don't go. I'm a fix my language. Don't go to that chick that just showing you a little bit of love. You know what I'm saying? Don't go with the side chick. You better go with that main chick every time. You better before you even touch that can, you better go with that main chick that she gonna cook you dinner. She gonna make sure you tucked in at night. She gonna make sure you did your homework. You know what I'm saying? That's the one you need to go with. You don't need to go with the one that's just gonna sprinkle a little something here. I just want to go to dinner at night and then go with my friends. Go with the one that's gonna be with you no matter what. You know, be on the grind with you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at the colleges, man. Like, that's how this game is. You better go with who love you. If they gonna provide the resources behind you and show you who they are from the beginning, that's where you need to be. I mean, the portal gonna be the portal at the end of the day. I mean, guys gonna jump in it like it's open. Like, it is what it is. Recruiting is 5 seasons now. It ain't just 3 seasons no more. Although it's 2 signing days. I mean, you got to recruit in December. They got to recruit again in February. They got another portal open in April. Like, it's just it's continuous. It don't stop for them boys now, man. So.
Okay, so on a similar token, all right, NIL. How do you feel about NIL?
I mean, it's a little crazy. Some of these kids getting more than the coaches. I'm gonna just leave it at that. they leave until the Corollas come back at AMGs.
Do you feel like so? Honestly, it's kind of a wild, wild west. However, I know there's some good points in it. What do you feel like is kind of one of the things that kids can take advantage of in a positive way? With NIL.
Man, getting ahead of your life. Like, you know, this is a token to get ahead in life right now. Like, I mean, we know about it, bro. We 29, 28 years old, going on 30. The tables turn now. The tables turn. Like, your life turns now. So it's like, you got a chance to get ahead on life right now. You ain't got to go all about it. Yeah, go get your little clothes. Go get your jewelry or whatever. But man, we got to invest. And then that's the biggest thing I say to you. Invest now for your future. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a way for you to get ahead on life. Get ahead for your family. Like, So that's the main thing. That's what I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, very wise words. Coach, we really appreciate you meeting with us. Guys, Brian Miller, coach at Pace Academy, influencer, mentor, just anything football related. This is your guy. Valuable connections, valuable wisdom, valuable mindset. We look forward to continue to watching Brian as he continues his career. If you are a young talent, you know, this is one of the guys that you kind of need to you know, follow, kind of see how they're moving. I mean, big on trends. So, again, appreciate you guys tuning in with us. We look forward to watching.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
You the All-American.
Right.
Don't get it forget.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. And we will see you guys soon. Thank you.
All right, man.